Okay, just to make things short and concise. First thing that we look at is the weekly calendar. What am I expecting for this week? I'm expecting Tuesday low of the week. I'm expecting Monday and Tuesday to be somewhat low probability, meaning these 2 days will engineer liquidity. Tuesday will be low of the week, and then Wednesday will expand. Thursday will expand. Friday will go back into the range. Actually, Thursday will retrace into the range of FOMC. Then Friday will expand. So that's the game plan for next week. Okay, for this week. Okay, so Monday would be low probability, and I actually lost my funded account last week. Okay, and I'm actually going to go over why I lost it and what I'll be doing right now since I actually bought a new funded account. So one thing that I notice about myself is that I always focus on money. Obviously, money is an important factor, but we need to decentralize ourselves from the outcome, which is money. Okay, we need to follow our plan. So one thing that I noticed was that I necessarily didn't have a game plan. Okay, for example, when I see price going a certain way that I wanted to go, I FOMO, but there is no reason why I should FOMO if I have a re-entry technique, right? So what I started noticing was that and listening to ICT is that the reason why I FOMO isn't really because of prices going to my take profit, it's because of that and also because of I like the money. But the most important thing is, do I have a real re-entry technique? That's the real question. Do I have a re-entry technique that could give me a piece of what I expected? So I'm actually going to journal this week, and which will be after this video, but I'm going to just give my game plan first. Okay, so we understand that anytime that we have FOMC next week, right? This is why I always preach that I'll need to know the news of this week and the news of next week so that I'll know what to expect. So right now I didn't see the news of next week. I did, but then I expected that this week will be the week to engineer liquidity. If we see FOMC is the week before FOMC, the day before FOMC, what do we tend to do? We tend to go engineer liquidity. If you could backtest this, I've seen this since 2024, since 2023, and we have always engineered liquidity so many times, right? All we do is just to engineer liquidity all over and all over again. So right here we engineer liquidity for this week, meaning during this week, Tuesday or Wednesday we expand higher. So this is what I'm particularly looking for. I'm looking for low of the week expansion, right? Then Thursday we go lower and then we expand higher. Or we could even do is low of the week, another low, go higher, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. To take out all of those highs and even going above here towards these highs. But another thing is that I don't see price as going so high. Now, why? Because if we go into the daily chart for NQ, NQ isn't as bullish as ES. Look at what NQ is. NQ is going for the previous week low. ES is still gyrating at this fair value gap. If we could get this, we'll get an SMT with the previous week low, and this fair value gap, meaning that if you look at also here an SMT fill, right? When YM, ES, they are more very bullish than NQ. So if we go over to the 15 minutes, actually the 1 hour, right? And let us zoom this. Now areas of interest where price could perform the low of the week. If we go here, we see our end dog, and what we could see is we could see this right here. This could treat as our POI was to stop right here, but since it's a tiny, we could even go lower here to go here and then higher. That could happen, or we could just sweep this lows and then go start going higher for Tuesday. So that is our weekly narrative. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting Monday to consolidate, right? So I'm going to go on my Notion, and then I'm going to go Monday. Expecting consolidation today. So right now I'm expecting consolidation, and this week is the type of week where it's not even going to be, because every week I have certain game plans, right? This week was, what was this week? This week was meant to be um offensive, right? Offensive, and then this week right here is more of defensive. Actually, the tactic. This week is very defensive. This week right here was aggressive, right? Which is another reason why I blew my account. It's an aggressive week. Uh, third week of the month, second week of the month. This one was, oh, what was this one? Yeah, defensive. I was way defensive during this because of CPI, and yeah, because of CPI. So this week is very, very aggressive. I am very aggressive this week, right? Weekly tactic this week is very defensive. Looking to preserve capital mostly. Looking to preserve capital mostly doesn't mean that I shouldn't trade this week. I'm just looking to preserve capital. So now let's talk on why I lost my account. Okay. The reason why I lost my account is because I was focusing on the wrong thing. So if we look over right here, I lost. You know what? This isn't even a chart thing. This is more of a psychological thing. It's not even of a bias thing, right? I lost my account because I was too focused on the outcome, and I just couldn't accept me being wrong. I want you to understand something, right? Or me who is watching this. The thing what is crazy when I was going back was that I won all of my trades this month. I've won all of them. All. All of them. All of them. Do you know how crazy that sounds? I lost, I won all the trades this month. But the one day I lost, I blew my entire account. I just couldn't accept the fact that I took a losing trade, whereas I have just won a lot and my winners were so big. One day was all it took for me to tilt back into my old habits and blow the account. Now, it just made a scar, but it made my mind more clearer that literally I need more patience. I'm saying this now, but the thing is, I need more and more and more patience. And patience comes from backtesting, forward testing mostly, and majority of just trusting your edge and your setup and not caring of the outcome of if it will tag you into the trade. Because the thing about patience is that my limits in all of my entries, I realized that 4 times out of 5, price will always go to where my limit was. But I'll be so quick to even change my limit to put it on market order because it's moving too fast. Means I'm FOMOing. I don't have a re-entry technique. That is FOMO, which is wrong. I need to have a re-entry technique because I don't have a structured plan. I want you guys to actually look at my journal for one sec, right? My journal is lackluster and I'm going to be really serious with you. The entire of last month, I was meant to get the data for the entire week so I can review it. I only got November. I think I got October. No, I didn't even get October. I got some of October, but I couldn't get it. September, I didn't get it. August, I got some of it. July, I got some of it. June, some. May, some. April, some. I want you guys to take a second and like, do you know how much data or how much experience you could get in 3 weeks from this trading stuff? How much experience you could get is absolutely like it's so it's ridiculous. Look at what happened throughout this week right here. Of course, I put it, but I haven't started. I'm gonna start it after this video, and then I'll do this one before I go to sleep because I'm going to school tomorrow. Well, this is Wednesday, and then this is Thursday, right? So much data I could get from all of these weeks, but I didn't do it. But I'm gonna do it. But the thing is, every single week is a learning experience, right? Which I'll need to understand because my model is perfect. I know what to do, but what I'm trying to expose is that I am not consistent. I'm more inconsistent. I am meant to be inconsistent in not even inconsistent, but 80% consistency in my psychological or having control of my emotions. But I am inconsistent right here. And I love trading so much, but I am just inconsistent, which is bad, which is very, very, very bad, which is hindering my progress. Inconsistency in what I really love, trading. And because I'm so inconsistent in trading, means I don't love it, which is the truth. So I've just been going back and reflecting on my thoughts and my actions, and I've realized that what I need is having emotional intelligence. I actually wrote it down right here. This is what I wrote when I blew my account. I said the market does not owe you anything. All you do all you do is a speculator. You are just here to take your piece of the pie. You need to understand that you are a speculator, not a market maker. Your edge leads to greatness. Losses are normal. One loss is far greater than 10 losses. You lost one in a month, lol, and you tilted. Trading is a game of probability and what I can control. My routine, my process, my execution and entry model, my trade management, my exit model, and most importantly, my risk management. People in the big leagues will suffer from problems. The only thing is that 80% of the time, they have full control of their emotions. You see how everything here, people in the big leagues, people who have 1 million to 2 million to 5 million to 10 million to hundreds of millions of dollars. Also, that 100x guy, that 19-year-old, holding over $800 million. All of those guys in the big leagues, they have all of these problems. Losing 10 million, losing $1 million on a trade, they all have this experience. But the only thing that keeps them different from 99% of others is that they have control over their emotion 80% of the time, or even 90% of the time, which is absolutely mind blowing. I have control over my emotions 40% of the time, or even 30, or even 20% of the time. I'm not even gonna lie, it's 20%. If I have control over my emotions 90% of the time, that is ridiculous. To have your emotions controlled 90% of the time is absolutely ridiculous. Meaning, you can't get mad, you can't get emotional, you can't even, when you lose a trade, you don't feel anything. You're at a stage of equilibrium where you don't feel anything. You don't feel mad, you don't feel happy. Just equilibrium at a state of stagnancy. Nothing. Peace. Right now, I'm already a millionaire trader. I already know it. Okay? The only thing right now that is happening is I am doing the steps and correct and the strategies and the things I am meant to do as a trader, as a profitable trader. So that's all I really have to say about what is going to happen because I'm not even going to lie to you. I am so thankful I blew this account because if I didn't blow this account, I would have blown this account even before I got a payout and I would have been so depressed. But I blew this account and I bought a new one. I say, you know what? I'm gonna buy a new one because when I blew an account last month, that was around August. Do you know what happened? I went back into my old habits. I went back into my old habits. I wasn't disciplined. I wasn't disciplined. Discipline is key. I blew my account and I was so angry. I was so pissed. So pissed that I started getting consistent in school rather than consistent in trading. I was so pissed with trading that I took like a month break. But the thing about me is that anytime things don't get my way, I run away. I run away. I don't confront it. I don't confront the journey. I don't confront the efforts. I always run away, which isn't good. It's not good. How can I be a trader if I run away from my problems? You can't be a trader if you run away from your problems. You need to confront them. These things are the stepping block to making you a better person in life, making your character more achievable, your character more more trustworthy. I don't confront my adversities. I have a list of adversities that I keep in my journal, not in this journal, my hand drawn journal. and I haven't faced them. Even in my life, I have adversities, and I've faced one, which I'm very happy with, and I'm trying to start reading my Bible more. But one adversity, I've tackled it, and I have another adversity which I'm still tackling it. I've knocked down one, which I really, really like that I knocked it down. Once ICT said you'll be knocking down your adversity, that really helped me because when I start knocking down all of these adversities, especially in my life, and transferring it over to trading, it's just a cheat. It's just a cheat code. So that's really all I have to say right now. It's 12:05, so I need to go to sleep soon. Around 12:30, I'm gonna go to sleep because I need to journal the 2 weeks that happened because I couldn't journal this week. So yeah.